David Murathe, I would like to tell you, saying that Uhuru Kenyatta cannot hand a baton to somebody is misplaced. It is not President Uhuru Kenyatta who will decide whom to hand over the baton to. That will be decided by the people of Kenya in a democratic election. The way we decided to give him the presidency and Mwai Kibaki handed over to him. Mwai Kibaki did not hand over to Uhuru Kenyatta because he wanted to. No, a decision was made by the people of Kenya to elect President Uhuru Kenyatta to be president, and Mwai Kibaki, according to the Constitution, had to hand over to him. I would like to advise my friend Sifuna to go and advise his boss to come to the central Kenya region and not to depend on the Murathes and the commanders of this world. You can see what happened. They have been promising him that they will back him for presidency, they will bring him to the region. When he was coming to central Kenya through Githurai and Keno, all the MPs who have been hanging around him switched off their phones. He was being welcomed by James Orengo from Siaya in Githurai. There was not a single leader from the area. Even David Murathe, who has been saying that is a Raila movement, who comes from Muranga, was not available to take him to Keno and introduce him to the people and let him move around. Let Raila Odinga, like any other candidate, come to the people of central Kenya and sell his programs. We shall listen to him. He'll tell us what he has to offer to us. And we must also tell him that if he intends to come, this business of calling the hustlers takataka will not resonate well with the people, because you cannot call people takataka and then you come to talk to them. And that is why there was a bit of discomfort in Githurai, because he has repeatedly been calling the hustler nation takataka. Let me finish by talking about the hustler nation. It is not true what Sivuna is saying about the rich and the poor. Dynasties are not rich people. Hustlers are not poor people. Hustlers are people who have struggled from nothing to something. The fact that you are born in a family that is not known, you start from a kiosk, you own a shop, you own a supermarket, you are a hustler, although you are rich. Rich people are not dynasties. Dynasties are big families that have a history, and they get power or they get money simply because of where they were born and brought up. That is what you call a dynasty. But we have a lot of rich people who are hustlers, who have struggled from nothing. This idea of trying to corrupt the hustler nation, to make it like it's a battle between the rich and the poor, is wrong. It is because these people have realized, as they were waiting to be endorsed, William Ruto moved with the hustler narrative, and now is a movement that you cannot play around with. Is a narrative that is resonating with a lot of Kenyans. And all we are saying is, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you are born, you must be given an opportunity, if you are working hard and praying to God, to sit on the table with those other people who have come from other big families, and you be given an opportunity like everybody else. That is what the hustler nation is all about. I would like to, as I wind up, I would like to remind my friend David Murathe, please stop threatening leaders. You are not elected by anybody yourself. You are there as an appointee who has no mandate from anybody. You keep on threatening people who have gone through an election. These are leaders who campaigned and they won, and they did a lot of hard work. You are just given a position on an interim basis, but you have become such a threat to everybody. You are intimidating everybody. You have no respect for elected leaders, and that is why there is a lot of disquiet in the region. In fact, David Murathe, when the history of Uhuru Kenyatta is written and how he lost his popularity in the Mount Kenya region, you will have a chapter. It is that bravado. It is those threats you have every day. It is the way you are threatening people and intimidating them. And I'm challenging you, please don't threaten anymore. Go ahead, expel people from Jubilee. Go ahead, instigate state agencies to be able to harass and persecute elect leaders. All right, or we plead with you, David Murathe, and your people. Please, and we plead with you. The only thing we don't want you to do is to organize political assassinations. That's all we plead with you. The rest you can do, we are ready for it, and we have no problem. I would like to say, this thing of trying to use the DCI to intimidate leaders in Mount Kenya region to abandon William Ruto will not work. And I have said, Murathe, you can do all the things you do, but all we ask you, please don't kill us, don't assassinate us. The rest you can do. We will not abandon William Ruto. We are people who are principled and will go nowhere. And I would like to remind David Murathe, you may think right now things are very good. I want to remind you, when we were with you, before President Uhuru came to power, you are bankrupt. You did not even have a shilling. You could not even open an account. Today you are a multi-billionaire. You have made all this money and nobody is asking you how you made it. Yet before the president came to power, everybody knows in this country you are bankrupt. And you did not even have 10 shillings. You are a man who was struggling. You were literally a hustler at that time. But when the president came to power, you have made deals with the Chinese, you have extorted money from people. Today, you are a very wealthy man, and you are still free. And I can tell you, David Murathe, even when Ruto takes over, we are not going to pursue you. We will let you enjoy your money. Because ourselves, we are not vindictive. When we take over, we are not going to use the criminal justice system to punish people who are disagreeing with us politically. Thank you.